Cheerio, darling. Toodle pip, Tatiana. Are you curious to know what that means? Definitely keep watching if you're interested in learning about POSH English. Lovely people, welcome back to English with Catherine, or welcome if you're here for the first time. This is my YouTube channel. I've had it for about 2 years-ish. I teach daily natural English, British culture and etiquette, and pronunciation for a British accent. I usually teach modern received pronunciation on my channel, but today we're going to be having a look at received pronunciation. Not so much the accent, but more a sort of dialect. And if you watch to the end of the video, I have a wonderful fact about the UK. Take a walk with me into the wonderful world of very traditional English. Enjoy! Ladies and gentlemen, the word posh. It's not one of my favourites. I knew that if I used the word posh, everyone would understand what I was going to talk about. It's a term that's often used to describe people who belong to the upper classes. The word posh can be associated with certain behaviour, language and lifestyle choices. Today I'm going to be talking about the language that is considered posh English. This is associated with traditional received pronunciation. Traditional received pronunciation is actually only spoken by less than 10% of society. So not many people. Number 1, marvellous. Marvellous. In posh English, this is used as a kind of reaction. For example, tomorrow we're going to have a picnic at the park. Marvellous. Simply marvellous. It's also used to describe something. The theatre production last night was absolutely marvellous. I personally love the R sound in that word, ma. It just elongates the word and makes it last longer. So nice. You have a simply marvellous garden. Just marvellous. Number 2, jolly good show. Jolly good show. This one is a phrase, an old-fashioned English phrase used for expressing admiration or approval. It's basically a way of saying, you did a great job, or well done. Uncle Monty, I got a first in my university degree. Oh, jolly good show, Catherine. Jolly good show. The word jolly itself means happy or cheerful. I sometimes say I'm in a jolly mood, which means I'm in a happy mood. But jolly good show is definitely part of this sort of posh English dialect. I'm sorry, but it is. Number 3, rather. Rather. What do you think that means? This can be used as a sort of interjection into a conversation to express agreement or acceptance. Similar to saying yes, absolutely. For example, wasn't the ballet fantastic? Rather. In less posh English, it's used to mean quite or fairly. For example, it's rather cold today, isn't it? Or that's rather a difficult book, isn't it? Even more commonly in modern day English, it's used all the time when you're deciding between two things. For example, I'd rather go to the cinema than to the pub. Similar to saying I prefer. But I love the old-fashioned first usage of it. I love the sound of the R again in rather. It just sounds so charming, old-fashioned and quintessentially English. Number 4, beastly. Beastly. My granny Hazel was notoriously posh. Everyone used to say Catherine's posh granny. She spoke with a very traditional RP accent. Beastly means kind of unpleasant and a little bit nasty. For example, Catherine, don't be beastly to your sister. Don't be beastly to your sister. I was always being a bit mean to my little sister. It's normal. We have a 4-year age gap, so when we were really young, she just used to annoy me. Sorry, Victoria. Other examples are, that was a beastly thing to do, meaning that was an unpleasant and unkind thing to do. People even used to say, we've had beastly weather all year. Beastly weather. So great. Number 5, golly. Golly. One of my favourites. Golly is like the posh equivalent of oh my god, like OMG, or oh my gosh. So in old-fashioned English, it's used to describe mild surprise. It was kind of used to avoid blasphemy, and blasphemy means something offensive to God. For example, golly, you're early, or golly, you're late. What time do you call this? Golly, is that your yacht? It's simply marvellous. Number 6, rugger. Rugger. This is just the old-fashioned posh word for rugby. This is a sport. I'm sure you know this sport. It's very popular in the UK. I'm not personally a fan. I did go and see a match once in Wales and I was completely confused. There are so many rules. So a really old-fashioned way to talk about rugby would be to say, let's go and watch the rugger. Oh, the rugger was brilliant, wasn't it? Or, let's have a game of rugger. Jolly good show, old chap. You did brilliantly in the rugger. Jeffrey, jolly good show. Sorry, it's really fun. Number 7, terribly. Terribly, in old-fashioned English, or posh English, is used very differently to how it's used in modern RP. In old-fashioned English, terribly means very or extremely. For example, he was terribly handsome. Terribly handsome means very good-looking. She was terribly upset. Terribly upset. In modern RP, terribly, well, means terribly. I sang terribly in the concert. That would mean you sang very badly. Amazing how language changes, hey? Number 8, Cheerio. This is not referring to the cereal, Cheerios. Very tasty cereal. No, in old-fashioned English, this means goodbye. Cheerio, often with a little wave, sort of like that. Cheerio, darling. Such a happy and cheerful way to say goodbye to someone. Number 9, how do you do? How do you do? This is old-fashioned English for how are you? How are you doing? How do you do? I love that so much. If you watch any of the really old-fashioned films, you will hear this being used a lot. When people greet each other and they want to ask how are you, they say, how do you do? How do you do? So polite, so lovely. Number 10, Toodle pip. Toodle pip. You can even call someone a bean. Toodle pip, old bean. Who wants to be an old bean? No idea where that came from. So toodle pip is a very old-fashioned way to say goodbye. Similar to Cheerio, it's very informal, very light-hearted. Another way to say goodbye or farewell. Righto everyone, it's time for the lovely fact. This is a fact about British homes. Very large, very old British homes. They should be called mansions, which is another word for very, very big house. They had a few features that are very magical and exciting. Feature number 1, a priest hole. Some large houses had priest holes. Basically a hole in the house, a little hiding place for a priest. When Catholicism became outlawed, the Catholic priests had to hide. Catholics could be persecuted by law. Feature number 2, large houses used to have tunnels, secret tunnels. Some of them were used for smuggling or even having an affair with your lover when you were married. Feature number 3, many houses had little narrow passages that would lead off from the main big rooms where the family would eat. These narrow passages were used by the servants and the staff working in the house for the family. This was so the staff could come and go if they were cleaning or if they were bringing food, just so that the owners wouldn't be disturbed. The last feature, they had secret rooms as well. If you needed to hide someone that was wanted by police or hide something that you didn't want anyone to know you had, there were secret rooms. And very often these rooms were behind a bookcase, for example. A bookcase on a hinge, so it's a door. One day I dream of living in a house that has all of these secrets to discover, although it would probably really scare me. Because it might be haunted. Everyone, thank you so much for watching if you're still here. I loved filming this one. I'm very passionate about language and language change. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you could mention that in the comments below. You could click subscribe if you haven't already, that would be lovely. And click on the thumbs up button, that would be so helpful. It's a lovely spring day today. I'm just looking outside, it's so sunny. I'm going to go for a lovely walk now, I think. Cheerio, darlings. Have a wonderful day.